Have you ever noticed how just one messy corner can make an entire room feel out of control? Or how a cluttered kitchen counter can make your whole day feel a little more stressful? Now imagine the opposite. Waking up, walking into your home, and everything feels calm, clear, and welcoming. The sunlight comes in, the surfaces are clean, the air feels light. It doesn't feel perfect, but it feels like peace. Keeping a home like that doesn't require hours of exhausting effort. In fact, the seniors with the cleanest, most peaceful homes aren't working harder. They're just working smarter. They follow small, simple habits every single day. And today, I'm going to share 12 of those daily habits with you. These aren't complicated cleaning routines or weekend marathons. Each one takes just a few minutes, but when practiced consistently, they create a home that feels not only clean, but peaceful and truly yours. The last habit is one that most people completely overlook, but it might just be the one thing that transforms how your home feels and how you feel inside it. So if you're ready to let go of the stress and welcome more calm and clarity into your space, let's begin. 1. The evening reset. Ending the day right. There's something powerful about how we end our day. The final few minutes before bed don't just affect our sleep, they set the tone for tomorrow. Think about this. Have you ever woken up, walked into your kitchen or living room, and immediately felt overwhelmed because of the mess left behind from the night before? Dishes in the sink, pillows scattered on the couch, papers on the table. That kind of start can drain your energy before the day even begins. But what if your home could greet you with peace instead? Seniors who maintain consistently clean and calm homes have a quiet trick. They take just 10 minutes at night to reset their space. It's not about deep cleaning. It's about restoring order, clearing the day's buildup so tomorrow starts with calm instead of chaos. First, they tidy the spaces they use the most, like the kitchen and living room. They fold throw blankets, straighten the pillows, and remove anything that doesn't belong. They wipe the counters, put away dishes, and make sure the sink is empty. Just simple things. But together, they create something powerful, a peaceful beginning to the next day. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be intentional. Here's how to start. Set a timer for 10 minutes before bed. Focus on one or two key areas: your kitchen counter, your coffee table, your entryway. Put things where they belong. Do one small thing you'll be grateful for in the morning. And remember, this isn't about impressing anyone else. It's about you. About giving yourself the gift of waking up in a space that feels calm, clear, and already cared for. Because when your home starts the day in order, you're more likely to carry that order into everything else. 2. Never leave dishes overnight. There's something quietly discouraging about waking up to a sink full of dirty dishes. Before your first sip of coffee, it already feels like there's work waiting for you. It sets the day off balance, like you're starting behind. That's why one of the simplest but most powerful habits seniors with consistently clean homes practice is this. They never leave dishes in the sink overnight. It's not about being strict. It's about choosing peace. After dinner, instead of thinking, "I'll deal with this later," they take just a few minutes to wash or load the dishes, wipe the sink, and reset the kitchen. Not because they love cleaning, because they love how it feels to start the next day fresh. Think about your own mornings. Isn't it easier to prepare breakfast, make coffee, or even think clearly when the kitchen feels open and calm? This small evening habit takes less time than scrolling your phone, and it gives you something better: a clean, quiet space to begin your day with focus. Here's how to make it easier. Wash dishes as you cook, not just after. Rinse and load right after eating. And if you live with others, invite them into this habit. Not as a chore, but as a shared way to care for the home you all live in. And one more thing, when the sink is clean, you'll find you're more likely to keep the rest of the kitchen tidy too. It becomes the anchor for the whole space. So tonight, after dinner, before heading off to bed, pause for just a moment and take care of those dishes. You're not just cleaning, you're making tomorrow easier. 3. Make your bed. Your first win of the day. It may seem small, ordinary even, but making your bed each morning is one of the most powerful daily habits you can practice, especially as we age. Why? Because it gives you a sense of completion before the day even begins. A messy bed has a way of making an entire room feel unfinished. But when your bed is neat, the space immediately feels more calm, more cared for, even if there's clutter elsewhere. It's the first visual reminder that today is in your hands. And here's the truth. It takes less than 2 minutes. There's something incredibly grounding about pulling the covers smooth, fluffing the pillows, and stepping back to see a small corner of your life already in order. It tells your mind, you've already accomplished something. You're starting ahead. Research has even shown that people who make their bed each morning tend to feel more in control of their routines and often carry that energy into other areas of their day. You don't have to aim for perfection. This isn't about hospital corners or magazine-style fluff. Just straighten it. Take pride in it. Let it become your first peaceful ritual. If it helps, treat it like brushing your teeth. Just something you do, automatically, because it feels good to start clean. And here's a lovely side effect. When your bed is made, you're more likely to keep your room tidy, too. It becomes the anchor of calm in your space. So tomorrow morning, before you do anything else, give yourself that quiet, simple win. Make your bed, and carry that order with you into the rest of the day. 4. Let fresh air in. Clear the air, clear the mind. A home can look perfectly clean and still feel heavy. Have you ever walked into a space that felt stuffy, even though everything was in its place? That's because a truly peaceful home isn't just about how it looks. It's also about how it feels. Seniors with the most inviting homes have a simple daily habit. They open a window every single day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Fresh air does more than clear out cooking smells or stale indoor air. It brings in something new. It softens the energy in the room. It reminds you that the world is still moving gently around you, especially during the colder months when windows often stay shut tight. The air inside can grow stagnant. It holds onto odors, moisture, and that invisible weight we sometimes don't even notice until we feel the shift after we let it out. Just 10 minutes. That's all it takes. Open the window while you're making coffee, or while you're folding laundry. Crack it slightly while you wipe down a counter or read the paper. Even in winter, a small opening can refresh the space without dropping the temperature too much. And it's not just your home that benefits. Breathing in fresh air, even briefly, can help you feel more energized, more present, and more grounded in your day. It's a small act, but it's one of nature's quiet gifts. Let the breeze in. Let yesterday out. 5. Wipe surfaces daily. Small effort, big difference. Sometimes it's not the mess itself that overwhelms us. It's the way it builds up when we're not looking. A few crumbs on the counter, a coffee ring on the table, a little dust on the nightstand. These tiny things might seem harmless on their own, but left unchecked, they change the whole feeling of a room. That's why one of the most effective daily habits you can adopt is this. Wipe down your most used surfaces every day. It doesn't have to take long. Just a quick swipe after you cook. A gentle wipe on the bathroom sink after brushing your teeth. A moment spent clearing your coffee table before you settle in for the evening. You don't need expensive products or harsh chemicals. A damp microfiber cloth or a simple mix of vinegar and water is often all you need to keep surfaces looking fresh and cared for. What matters most is consistency. Because when these areas are clean, they change the atmosphere of the home. The room feels brighter, more open, and more peaceful. You're also less likely to let clutter accumulate when the surfaces already feel taken care of. This habit is especially helpful for those of us who want to avoid heavy weekend cleaning sessions. A minute or two each day can prevent an hour or two later on, and there's something mentally refreshing about it too. When your surroundings feel clean, your mind tends to follow. You think more clearly, you breathe more deeply. So choose just 2 or 3 surfaces you touch most often, your kitchen counter, your bathroom sink, your coffee table, and make it a habit. A quick wipe once a day. It's a small act of care that quietly transforms your space. 6. Control paper clutter. Handle it before it piles up. Paper is sneaky. It doesn't shout or spill, but it builds, slowly and silently, until one day your kitchen counter is buried under mail, receipts, magazines, and unopened envelopes. Many older adults with the cleanest, calmest homes follow one simple rule: don't let paper sit. They handle it the moment it enters the house. The habit is small, but the impact is huge. When you bring in the mail, take just 1 minute to sort it. Junk mail goes straight into recycling. Bills go into a folder or organizer. Personal letters are placed where they'll be read and appreciated. If it's not something you truly need, let it go. The longer it lingers, the harder it becomes to face. Over time, this habit keeps surfaces clear, drawers uncluttered, and stress levels lower. Because deep down, a stack of unhandled paper can weigh on your mind. It's a quiet reminder of things left undone. Here's how to make it easy. Keep a small bin or basket near your entryway or kitchen. Have a shredder or recycling bag nearby. Once a week, take 5 minutes to file, sort, or toss what's left. Paper doesn't need to take over your space. It doesn't deserve a corner of your table or your peace of mind. A clean home is often the result of small decisions made with care, and in this case, that decision starts the moment you pick up the mail. 7. Quick daily sweep. Keep the floors feeling fresh. You might not notice it at first, but your feet do. A few crumbs here, a little dust there, maybe some pet hair gathering in the corners. It adds up quietly. And even if the rest of your home looks spotless, dirty floors can make everything feel off. That's why many seniors with consistently clean homes have embraced this simple habit. A quick daily sweep or vacuum of high-traffic areas. Just a few minutes. That's all it takes. You don't need to cover the entire house. Focus on the spaces you use the most: your kitchen, the hallway, the living room, places where crumbs and dirt tend to collect naturally. After a meal, take 2 minutes to sweep the kitchen. Before bed, do a fast pass through the living room or entryway. If you have pets, keeping a small cordless vacuum nearby can make spot cleaning even easier. This isn't about making the floor shine like new every day. It's about maintaining a baseline of comfort. Clean floors feel good underfoot. They instantly lift the look of a room, and they prevent small messes from turning into big ones. What's surprising is how this tiny effort changes the way you experience your home. When your floors are clean, your space feels brighter, your steps feel lighter, you feel more at ease. So make sweeping part of your natural rhythm, like brushing your teeth or making your bed, something that protects your space and your peace, one simple motion at a time. 8. Dust high-touch surfaces. A few minutes a day keeps the dust away. Dust is quiet. It doesn't crash or spill, but it settles softly, steadily, until one day you run your hand across a table and see the trail it leaves behind. Even when everything else is clean, dusty surfaces can make a home feel neglected. That's why seniors who keep their homes feeling fresh don't wait for dust to take over. Instead, they spend just a few minutes each day wiping down the surfaces they use most. We're talking about the everyday spots: your nightstand, your TV stand, the coffee table, the top of your bookshelf. These areas collect more than just dust. They gather fingerprints, pet dander, and airborne particles that can affect your air quality and even your health. But here's the good news. When you dust a little each day, you never have to do it all at once. The habit is simple. Keep a microfiber cloth or small duster in a drawer where you relax, in the living room or near your bed. Once a day, pick 3 to 5 surfaces. Give them a quick wipe. No need to move everything or be meticulous. Just stay ahead of the buildup. You'll be amazed how much brighter your home looks when there's no layer of dust dulling your shelves or screens, and you'll breathe easier, literally and emotionally, knowing that your space is being quietly cared for. A few moments, a soft cloth, a small act of attention. That's all it takes to keep your home polished, healthy, and ready for guests, even on short notice. 9. The one-touch rule. Don't set it down, put it away. Clutter rarely arrives all at once. It creeps in slowly. One pair of glasses on the table, a book left on the couch, a sweater draped over the chair. Each item seems harmless until the space starts to feel crowded and out of control. That's why one of the smartest habits seniors with clean homes follow is what's often called the one-touch rule. If you pick something up, don't just set it down, put it away. It sounds simple, and it is, but it's also powerful because clutter doesn't come from what we use. It comes from what we leave behind. And every time we delay putting something in its place, we're inviting mess to settle in. Think about it. How many times have you set something aside just for now, only to realize it's still there 3 days later? Now multiply that by a few items every day. That's how clutter builds, quietly and relentlessly. The one-touch rule helps stop that cycle before it starts. Use your glasses, put them back in their case. Finished reading the mail, recycle or file it. Done with a blanket? Fold it right away. Each of these takes less than 30 seconds, but together they keep your home from slipping into disarray. And here's a helpful mindset shift. Don't think of it as cleaning. Think of it as closing a loop, completing one small action so you can move on freely to the next. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Soon, your home isn't something you have to clean so often, because it's never allowed to truly fall apart. So next time your hand reaches to just set something down, pause and take that one extra moment to put it where it belongs. Your future self will thank you. 10. Keep cleaning supplies within reach. Make it easy to act in the moment. Have you ever noticed a little mess? Maybe a toothpaste splatter on the bathroom sink or a coffee drip on the counter and thought, I'll clean that later. But then later never comes. The mess dries, settles in, and becomes part of a longer, more frustrating job. That's why seniors with consistently tidy homes don't wait. They make cleaning easy to do right when they notice something. And the secret to that? Keeping cleaning supplies within arm's reach. When the tools are nearby, you're far more likely to act in the moment. And acting in the moment is what prevents small messes from becoming big ones. Here's how to make it work in your own home. Keep a small cleaning caddy under the kitchen sink with a cloth, a multi-surface cleaner, and perhaps a pair of gloves. In the bathroom, store a pack of disinfecting wipes and a toilet brush where you can grab them quickly. In the living room, tuck a microfiber cloth and glass spray in a side table drawer. These aren't for deep cleaning. They're for those little everyday touches that keep your space looking cared for. Imagine this. You notice a smudge on the mirror. Instead of ignoring it, you reach into the cabinet, give it one quick wipe, and move on. No stress, no buildup, just a clean mirror and a cleaner moment. This small change removes the biggest obstacle to staying tidy: friction. When cleaning feels like a whole production, go find the spray bottle, grab the rags, dig through the cabinet. You're less likely to do it. But when it's all right there, the effort disappears. So take a few minutes this week to set yourself up. Make it easy. Make it convenient. And before you know it, you won't be saving up cleaning. You'll just be living in clean. 11. Do a small load of laundry each day. Stay ahead without the stress. Laundry has a way of sneaking up on us. One day the basket's empty. The next it's overflowing. And suddenly what could have been a small, simple task turns into an all-day chore. But seniors with consistently well-kept homes have found a better rhythm. They don't wait until there's a mountain of clothes. Instead, they do one small load of laundry each day. It's not about doing more laundry, it's about doing less at a time. This habit keeps the process manageable and light. No more bending over baskets for hours. No more hauling multiple loads up and down stairs. Just 10 or 15 minutes a day to wash, dry, fold, and put away a small batch of clothes, towels, or linens. And here's something else. It keeps your home looking more orderly. When laundry isn't piling up in hampers or draped over chairs, the space feels cleaner. Your drawers stay organized. You always have something fresh to wear. Want to make this habit easy? Choose a set time, maybe first thing in the morning or right after dinner. Start the washer before your coffee. Fold while watching a favorite show. Make it part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or tidying the kitchen. Over time, it won't feel like a task. It'll just be part of how your home runs. And the best part? You'll never have to dread laundry day again. Because laundry won't be something you have to catch up on. It'll be something you've already taken care of, a few items at a time, a few minutes a day. That's all it takes to stay ahead and stay in control. 12. Take time to enjoy your clean home. Let peace be the reward. Too often we clean the house and then immediately move on to the next task. We finish wiping the counters, folding the laundry, or tidying the room, and barely pause before turning our attention elsewhere. But seniors who truly live well in their homes understand something many of us forget. A clean space is not just about appearance, it's about experience. That's why the most important habit on this list might also be the most overlooked. Take a moment each day to simply enjoy the space you've cared for. It could be as simple as sitting in your favorite chair, cup of tea in hand, and letting the calm settle in around you. Maybe you light a candle, open a window, or play soft music. You breathe. You look around. You feel the stillness you've created. This small act of presence does something powerful. It reminds you that all those little habits weren't just chores. They were gifts, acts of care, not just for the home, but for you. Because a clean home isn't just tidy, it's welcoming, comforting, grounding, and you deserve to feel all of that fully. So give yourself permission to rest in it. Enjoy the clear counters. Notice the way the light moves across the floor. Appreciate the freshness in the air. You've done the work. Now receive the peace. And here's the beautiful part. When you begin to associate your space with calm and ease, you naturally want to keep it that way. Maintaining your home becomes less about effort and more about respect for your space, for your time, and for yourself. So now you've heard of the 12 daily habits that help older adults create homes that feel clean, peaceful, and truly their own. These aren't just cleaning tips. They're small acts of care that protect your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. You don't need to do all 12 right away. Just start with one. Maybe it's the simple act of making your bed each morning. Maybe it's wiping the kitchen counter at night, or opening a window to welcome fresh air. Choose one habit that feels gentle, and begin there. The truth is, a calm home doesn't come from grand gestures. It comes from quiet consistency. It's not about having everything perfect. It's about creating an environment that supports you, one small action at a time. So here's your challenge and your encouragement. What's one habit you'll try this week? If this video gave you a little clarity, a little comfort, or a little motivation, I invite you to share it with a friend or loved one. And if you'd like more gentle, practical advice like this, feel free to subscribe to Thoughtful Elders Insight. Thank you for watching. May your home always feel like a place that welcomes you, supports you, and gives you rest.